lot of advice out there on how to grow on YouTube, but not all of it is good. I'm cutting through the noise to tell you the bad advice that you should avoid, and instead what will actually help your channel grow in 2025 without burning out. So the first piece of bad advice that I hear about a lot is don't niche down. Picking a niche is so important if you want to grow your channel, because if you're posting videos on different topics, then it's confusing the YouTube algorithm. You're putting these videos out and YouTube is trying to decide who is the best audience for your video. And if you're posting a gardening video on week 1, a food video on week 2, and then a video about golf on week 3, then YouTube doesn't know who to put that video in front of. If it doesn't know who to put it in front of and it isn't confident, then it's going to put it in front of less people, which means less impressions. Less impressions means less views means less subscribers. So it's a really bad way of trying to grow your YouTube channel. Instead, the advice I would give you is to practice recording videos on different topics, just to get used to being in front of the camera and to start honing your craft whilst you decide what your niche is going to be. That way, when you actually do decide what your niche is, you can put your first few videos out there. You've had lots of practice talking to the camera, and then YouTube is then getting a consistent message from you that this is my videos, this is what my topic is, and it's going to then know who the audience should be putting these videos in front of. So take your time, get some practice in while you decide what your niche is, and once you know what it's going to be, then double down on it. Okay, the second piece of really bad advice I hear a lot of people talking about on YouTube is to post daily. Now, it's a really bad piece of advice, especially for beginners, because there's a huge amount of effort that goes into creating YouTube videos. And when you're just starting out, you don't necessarily appreciate that until you start. So you've got to come up with ideas, you've got to think of titles and thumbnails for those ideas, you've then got to come up with your hooks, you've got to record your video, you've got to edit your video, and then you've got to actually publish the video. Not to mention, you don't want to be interacting with the viewers that are leaving comments on your videos as well. And this all takes time. If you try to do that on a daily basis, you're going to burn out really quickly. And what should be a fun thing to be doing is actually going to become a real chore. So anyone that's telling you that you have to post daily to grow quickly on YouTube, whilst that is technically not a lie, there's a good chance that it would, but the reality is that you're going to be so burnt out and you're going to your video quality is going to suffer. With trying to post daily, the quality of your content is going to suffer for it. You're going to be racing around trying to come up with ideas, trying to come up with titles and thumbnails and the actual content itself. And it's going to feel rushed and it's going to come across. Not to mention it's going to take a lot of the joy away from actually creating YouTube videos. If you feel like you've got to create that many videos to post daily, it's going to feel like a real slog. Not to mention the fact you're going to run out of ideas really quickly. Instead, what you should be doing is deciding on a frequency that you're going to be publishing videos that you are comfortable with. And if that's once a week to start with, that's absolutely fine. As long as you're doing it consistently, so kind of picking a time and a day that you're going to post your video, making sure that the content always fits to the niche that you've agreed on and decided to work to, and that you're pumping in as much value into those videos as possible. And as long as you're doing that, then the quality over the quantity is going to win in the long run. Another piece of advice that I consider to be quite bad is using YouTube Shorts to try and lure people into watching your long form videos. So if you don't know what a YouTube short is, it's a bit like Instagram stories and TikTok, where people tend to record vertical videos and they tend to be just, a minute or two long. I think they can go to 3 minutes long now on YouTube. But people almost use it as kind of like a marketing ploy to try and lure people in to click through to their long form YouTube videos. But from what I've learnt from other people on YouTube is that it doesn't really work, because the people that are looking at YouTube Shorts are a different type of audience. They are people like TikTok users and Instagram users who want just short videos, short bursts. And if they do click through to your longer form video, they maybe don't have the attention span to actually stick around and watch it. So if they're going to click away from your longer form videos very quickly, that's harming your average watch time. And that tells YouTube that this video isn't being enjoyed by its audience. So it can actually be doing more harm than it's doing good. Instead, personally, what I would do is put my time and energy into doing YouTube Lives. YouTube as a platform actually pushes lives because it's a really good interactive way to connect with your audience. So you can go live even with no subscribers, but YouTube will still put it out in front of people that don't subscribe. So when people go onto their homepage, If they see that you're doing a live on their niche, then people will actually join in, and that's a good way to get new subscribers. And it's also just a great way to really connect with your audience as well. I haven't personally done a YouTube live yet, but it is on my to-do list, and I'm going to be doing one really soon, so stick around for that. Doing lives will undoubtedly help to build a real big connection with your audience. I've joined other people's YouTube lives in the same niche as mine, and it's a really community vibe to it, and I'm really looking forward to doing my first one. So if you are stuck for time, I would commit to trying to publish, one video a week, and then maybe following that up with a live every week if you have the time. If you haven't got the time, then maybe just stick to the one video a week. And then maybe you can build up to doing a live in the future. Okay, the fourth and final piece of bad advice that I see a lot is people saying, publish videos that you would like to watch. The truth of the matter is, you have to think about your audience, and you have to put your mind in the mind of your viewer. What is it they want to see in your niche? What are the videos that they want to see? So by studying other people in our niche, and this is where lives is another great way to do this, you can see the questions that people are asking the creator in your niche. So if you can understand the questions that are being asked, it gives you great ideas and inspiration for your next videos. We have to put our eyes in the mind of the viewer. So when you're watching YouTube videos as a viewer, what is it that puts you off a video? What do you not like? Does someone talk about themselves too much at the beginning of the video and you switch off? Or do they add lots of filler to stretch out their video without actually giving any real value? If these are the things that make you click away, then there's a good chance that your potential audience would click away for these things as well. So put your mind in the eyes of the viewer and think, what is it about my niche that they want to see? What questions do they want answered? And what is it that is going to be unattractive to them in terms of a video? What's going to put them off? What's going to get them to click away and go and watch something else? And try and make sure that you're not incorporating those bad traits into your own videos. So always put yourself in the viewpoint of the viewer, rather than just saying that I'm going to put videos out there that I know I would like, because you're not making these videos for you, you're making them for your audience. Okay, and the bonus piece of advice I would give here is, if you are seeing and stumbling across other people on YouTube or other platforms that are telling you about how to grow on YouTube, and you're hearing some of these red flags that I've pointed out in this video, then maybe think about whether or not these are the right people to be taking advice from. I'm not saying that there's maybe not some truth in some of the things that these people say, but personally I think that by going down this alternative route that I've offered will really help you to slowly and steadily grow your channel. Good quality content that offers value and that you're doing consistently is really going to pay off in the long run. Okay, hopefully you've got some value from that video and you've got some tips for how you can grow your channel in 2025. Okay, so hopefully you've taken away some tips from this video that's going to help you grow your channel in 2025. If you like this video, please do me a favor and give it the big thumbs up. That would really help me grow my channel. If you would like to come along on this journey with me and learn more about how to grow on YouTube and follow my journey and hopefully get some tips from me along the way, then maybe consider subscribing as well. Thanks again for watching, have a great week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.